fucking chest congestion, fucking pay-per-views,
No one's
fucking
gonna
everything.
get that. No one's gonna get. The only thing y'all need to get was we had technical difficulties trying to get this shit started. It was
I'm pretty sure.
fucking horrible.
I'm pretty sure in about 10 to 15 minutes they're gonna get the chest congestion.
Yeah, probably for me. Hi.
Hello,
I have
everybody. We are back. We took about a month and a half to 2 month hiatus, but we're back. We're bigger and better than ever. This is the Big Money Brigade. I guess we're kind of doing this because we have opinions. Sometimes we don't want to affiliate with any certain place. Sometimes
we're just us, and by calling it that, it's just us. And
yeah,
if you have a problem, you have a problem with just us, and that's better. So,
and if you do have a
like when I call Naomi a talentless hack tonight, blame that on me. Don't blame that on Smart City.
Yeah, exactly. When Mr. Brigade, can I call you Mr. Brigade?
Yeah, just call me Alex. But that's where that came from. I've been known as that.
Yes, in other places far away.
Infamous
from
wrestling
from the
IWC.
Yeah. Well, in broken Matt Hardy speak, from the seats of cage side.
Anyway, Elimination Chamber match happened tonight. I bet you don't really fucking care too much about our technical difficulties and shit. You just want to talk about the pay-per-view, which is the whole point of this shit. So, we've rebranded as highlights. People do recaps and shit. You watch this show. You don't need us to tell you what happened. We're going to try to hit things that kind of matter the most and just give our feedback a little bit, and then we'll all fuck off at the end of the night. It'll be great. Anyway, since we've never introduced ourselves, if you've never heard us before, I'm Alex, the Brigade dude, the dude with the chest congestion. Hopefully I don't cough in your face tonight. Drew with the Photoshop picture that I did for you. Motherfucker, say something so it shows up on the screen.
Yo.
There. Okay. All right.
Come on. I am no
What?
longer Drew Nicholas, my friend.
You're big money. Yeah. Okay.
I am big fucking money.
Big money.
Okay?
Yeah. Which is, hey, that's cool. I'll make sure to do the thumbnail in green next time for you.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll figure out the branding and shit later. We just wanted to talk because we're fucking marks and we like talking about wrestling. Tonight I thought was not a really good pay-per-view. I thought the Elimination Chamber match was spectacular. I thought Orton versus Harper was really good. I thought the rest of it was fucking trivial and meaningless. I mean, the tag teams, it progressed the story, I guess, but it was like when you're this close to WrestleMania, you want more than just, okay, American Alpha wins with all these mediocre tag teams they're surrounded by. Nothing special happened, and when you're this close to WrestleMania, you kind of want something special to happen. It would have been way better if at the end of the night the Revival rocks out or something. Like there's things they could have done to make that more meaningful and make it feel like a pay-per-view. And I think that's partly WWE's branding of their network, is that the pay-per-views don't matter as much anymore. We don't have to worry so much about making pay-per-views big moments. But you should make pay-per-views big moments, especially around WrestleMania. Come on.
I mean,
that's
the problem though, is even WrestleMania is not as important anymore.
I mean, yeah, it's I don't know, man. I just feel like from the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, it should just be a blitz of fucking awesome moments, right? Any pay-per-view should have something really crazy going down. Like the next pay-per-view, Fastlane's gonna have Goldberg versus Kevin Owens. That's fucking incredible. I never thought I'd see that. That's really cool. It should be like that, you know? And it's the same.
Sold on that one, but
I mean, no, but you gotta also admit that, hey, that's never happened before. Could you imagine what Kevin Owens thinks of that? Like, he's been working the indies for so long, and he's like, oh, I'm working one of the biggest names in wrestling history. Huh. Like, that's cool. Hopefully they don't squash him. They shouldn't.
Yeah, when you think about it that way, then
Like,
you know
that's really fucking cool. Yeah. And that's kind of my thing too with like these part-timers and shit. If you bring them back, let him work with some of the full-time guys. Even if it, like, obviously Goldberg's here to work Lesnar, right? But like, even then, get him in there with Owens or Rusev a little bit, or someone like that. Like, give him a chance to, because it's just more interesting when you do that. And like I said tonight, I think the tag teams should have had more going on than what they did. I think the booking on that was not that great. We'll get to that in a second. I just feel like they missed out on doing some things that would have really been fun. I feel like they just thought, okay, Wyatt's winning the belt, that'll be enough. And
I guess
mean,
in some way it was, but for I mean, like you were saying, this is pretty much a lackluster pay-per-view. The only things that stood out to me the whole night was Becky, Mickie James, and the Elimination Chamber.
I mean, I didn't even think Becky and Mickie was that great. It was like a teaser. It was like, yeah, it's mildly entertaining, but they didn't do anything special. And I feel like, again, it's almost WrestleMania. You're leading up to the big climax of your year of doing shit. She's the one who screwed you out of your title. You should do more than just a roll-up victory.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's what I'm getting at. And, I mean, I don't know. I thought the Elimination Chamber was really, really, really good. Like, maybe maybe the best ever Elimination Chamber match. It was just solid. The storytelling throughout was really good. But the rest of the show did not do enough. I thought the Wyatt story was really good. I thought the Elimination Chamber as a whole was booked very well. The rest of it, take it or leave it, you know? Anyway, what did you think? What did you think about the new chamber?
I think it's safer, which is a good thing.
Fantastic. Yeah. Like, I don't need them crashing on metal. If you're a fan out there that's like, man, you need the metal. No, you don't. You don't need the fucking metal. You need, like, these guys work 70% of the year, 80% of the year. They're working and falling and bumping. And no. Like, that's still harder than the normal ring. That's fine. Like, and the chain's there to do other shit with. Like, we're good. You can break through the pods. It's fine. Like, we got things we can do that'll be fun. You don't need the fucking goddamn grating metal.
I don't remember. Did the old chamber have like a flat portion on top that could be stood on?
Yes, but not nearly as flat and even and enough. There wasn't as much space up there like it was now. They did have it, but it was, so.
I mean, once I saw that, I knew jumping off that thing.
Oh yeah, and I knew Ambrose would be the first guy throwing people out to the outside like that. Like, that's smart booking. That's, if he's the lunatic fringe, Michael, like, let him be crazy and wacky and zany. Like, that's great. I'm cool with that. I really liked this. I really liked this Elimination Chamber match. I think AJ Styles just fucking, like, there were two things that went on. The one story between Miz and Corbin, that was fantastic. That really was a good middle part of the match, and it worked out well. And then just AJ Styles in general bumping for everybody kind of made the thing flow like crazy. And it didn't feel like such a spot fest, like something like that really kind of feels like, it felt like a match. It felt like you had stories going on. And that's the right way. That's the right way to take that gimmick. You want more story driven stuff than just carnage.
They can get a whole bunch of stuff for WrestleMania just from that one match. Oh
yeah, and it looks like they did. It looks like you've got Corbin, Ambrose set up. Corbin really did not like Ambrose eliminating him how he did. Miz got eliminated by Cena, and then they had the Maurice get hurt backstage by Nikki and Natalia. And then AJ's been screwed out of his title by having to enter the chamber first. Bray Orton, they got a lot going.
And actually, I don't know if you know this, but there's 7 weeks to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, like this is game time, y'all. Like, come on, let's go. Jesus.
Like I actually thought it was maybe like 4 weeks. I didn't really think about it. I thought it was actually much shorter than 7 weeks.
No. Yeah. No, 7. They got Fastlane, and they probably have Roadblock, I guess, and then Mania. But
Fastlane and Roadblock?
I guess. I don't know. They're going to have one more SmackDown pay-per-view, aren't they?
No, I don't think so.
Let me look up WWE's pay-per-view schedule for 2017. I don't know. No, they have Fastlane, March 5th.
And then I think WrestleMania is 8.
They weren't going to give them 7 weeks of until this.
I had Talking Smack on kind of in the background before when it was on the network, and I heard Brian say 7 weeks. So I'm guessing that there is no more SmackDown pay-per-view.
Oh shit! I'm wrong. Yeah, Fastlane's March 5th for Raw, and that's it. Fuck, that's crazy. So I got 7 weeks to make this Wyatt Orton feud bonkers. Okay. All right. That's going to be interesting.
My imagination takes me to that they're going to at first have Orton kind of be, like hesitant and not want to do it now. Just,
I don't think so. I think the way this goes into WrestleMania is Orton says, I've destroyed your family. Like, you don't realize it, but I've been doing this. Maybe not right out the gate, but I don't feel like he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna act like he's under Bray's spell by any means. I think he's gonna say, "Hey, we'll main event together," or he'll say whatever he needs to say to make sure Wyatt's with him until Harper's fully out of the picture, and then he'll finally turn on him and say, "Hey,
here's a question.
I took your family from you. I took everything you've built, and I'm going to take your title too."
Here we go. Here's a question. Now, John Cena is going to have a rematch, isn't
he? Yes.
Does Randy Orton help Bray?
I would if I were Randy. I think it makes sense to say you're no John Cena. Of course I wanted you to win. You're easier to beat. I've already beaten you at your own game.
I took
your family from you and all that shit.
What I would really like to see is Bray gets help from Orton, and then once all the fanfare and all that stuff, then Orton attacks him.
Well, I bet what happens, honestly, in that match, if they have that match, is Miz attacks. They got to build that match. So I would bet it's more about Miz than it is about Orton helping. But if Orton does help, I think the story should be, well, of course I'm helping you at the end. Like, of course I'm helping Bray Wyatt. He's the one-time champion. It took him 3 years to get here. Instead of John Cena, who's a 16-time champion, who has kicked my ass before. Like, that makes total sense to me. Anyway, like I said, I thought the Orton Wyatt story was good throughout tonight. We were talking on Twitter, Drew and I, just about the show up until the Orton Harper match just being shit, really. And like in particular, the Ziggler Cruz Kalisto match.
Oh, gosh.
And the crowd is chanting, "Thank you, Ziggler," at the end. And we're like, he just had a handicap match against two baby faces, which is counterintuitive. And the babyface won. And then he beats them down and gets cheered for it because they never took the time to get either babyface over. And that's on WWE. Like, that's them. Like, you can't blame the crowd for cheering Ziggler in that case. When you're going to put two newer guys who are faces up against an older established person, you have to do something to establish the older guy as someone to be, booed, really.
You know what the really
They didn't do that. It's been a disaster with Ziggler for the entire year. What?
The really sad part is that Kalisto is not technically new.
Yeah, he just never got pushed. He's never gotten pushed. He's never gotten any kind of story. He's just been a lower to mid card guy. He's been a tag team guy, and he just wrestles matches and doesn't get any kind of.
I bet you forgot about this. He also
he faced Ryback.
Was a U.S. champion for a little while.
Yeah, but they don't. They think the belt does it. It doesn't. You have to give stories that are captivating and compelling. You can't just put belts on people and the prestige will make it happen. That's dumb. They should know better than that. And if they don't know better than that, they should be fired. But what I was getting at was as much of a debacle as that situation was, we saw with Orton and Harper. Harper was getting cheers. Orton was getting boos. That's what happens when you tell a fucking story. People will fall in line with you. If you tell a good story, it'll happen. And then tonight they cheered Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is set up as the face. I think the obvious course of action moving into WrestleMania and past it is we move into an era where Bray Wyatt is a babyface, and hopefully he gets his family back through redemption and forgiveness and all that. Where I think Randy Orton should tear them apart and should stand at the end at WrestleMania with a title saying, "I took everything from you," and that builds Bray Wyatt back up to have a full, real run with the title by getting redemption on Orton and getting his family back and whatever else. I know Rowan's.
So then in that case, Orton turned heel, and I'm doing air quotes there. Orton turned heel in order to
it was a face that turned heel. What I'm thinking is he quote unquote turned heel to join the Wyatts, right? Feared him because it's like, oh sweet, we get dark and brooding Orton again, which is the better Orton. And he's basically been pretending to be a heel while being a face before revealing at the end, no, I was a heel all along because I'm taking everything from you. And what happens is this is a double turn at the end.
Sounds interesting. I mean,
it's
we did
complicated.
We had a very, very short sort of babyface run before the brand split from Bray, before he got injured.
Yeah.
It seemed to be working then.
Right, but I feel like Bray Wyatt's whole character forever has been about being a leader and kind of an anarchist and all this stuff. And I feel like the story here should be he got blinded by the power he's always condemned. He's always condemned the machine, down with the machine, follow the buzzards instead, the animals that pick apart life, essentially. And I think the story should be he got blinded by the power that Orton was kind of offering him. Even though he was the leader, Orton was the key to, gaining power. And he got blind to what mattered to him. He realizes at the end he's devastated and crushed. He builds back up as a babyface, hopefully wins back Harper. And I think Rowan's almost healthy now, so hopefully we can get the original Wyatt family as babyfaces sometime in 2017. And that would be a great time to have them face Bullet Club or some shit as heels. That would be fantastic. I'm hoping that's what the tease was at the end with. I was hoping that's what the tease was at the end by having AJ and Bray as the final two.
So, that could be.
I don't know if they're thinking that far ahead. I think they're just thinking that AJ's been great. Of course he's at the end,
But do we think that Rowan is worth it at this point?
Rowan?
Yeah.
I mean, he's worth it by being a Wyatt family member. I mean, not as an individual, but like as part of the Wyatt family. Yeah, because you know how we like nostalgia, and we know he's a good worker and he's fun. I mean, like he's not. I mean, not bad. I mean, what else? Here's my thing, man. Is I just think that, like, I mean, who would you put with him other than that? Braun Strowman? Why? Braun's doing great on his own. Would he convert another? I don't know as a babyface if he would. I feel like if he's a babyface, he'd go back to the original guys. Family loyalty and all that.
I mean, they could just be a 2-person tag team.
Yeah, but I don't think that's fun. I feel like if you're going to do it, do a stable.
They don't even mention Rowan.
Well, yeah, he's been hurt. They don't mention Finn Balor. They don't mention a lot of people that have hurt. They don't mention Tamina. They don't mention Emma, except for on the promos that they never introduce her with. Like, you know.
I don't know. I kind of like I'm over Rowan. I don't really like care about him. Like this
well, yeah, but you haven't seen him in 9 months.
Yeah, but even when he was
I feel like there is. Yeah, but I feel like it would be different if we went down a storyline where Bray Wyatt's trying to redeem himself and he's trying to persuade Harper, and Rowan comes out and is kind of the glue that puts them back together. I feel like it would work, especially if they had a heel adversary to make themselves apparent really soon afterwards. I mean, Harper is only as good as the Wyatt family is, which is essentially Harper and Bray, but like he works well with them, and having 3 people is just so much better than 2. It just makes more fun. Like, I don't think the New Day ever gets over if it's just 2 people.
Well, six-man tags are usually more fun than just regular.
They're fantastic, man. The Wyatt family Shield tag teams were just incredible, man. They were so good. And I mean, I don't know. I think I would like to see it. I'm not saying they should do it necessarily because they have information I don't and all that, but I feel like that would be fun. I feel like just based on crowd reactions and the story you're telling, you need to head in the direction of Orton heel, Wyatt face. And I just kind of suggested my own thought on it from my own likes and desires and shit, I guess. But like I said, I just thought this pay-per-view was great for the Wyatt family story, because the stare down at the end, Bray was just celebrating with the title and Orton's just speculatively looking at him. You know, it's not hostile, it's not friendly, it's just them putting in your face, look at the roadblock that's ahead of us, you know. And that's good. That's interesting. They did well with that. They did not do well with anything else.
Not really, no.
What do you think would have made the tag team turmoil better? Because I can think of a lot of things.
One
start with just the match itself. Start without anything, adding anything else to the match except for the 6 teams or 5 teams that were involved.
Probably just not have included the Ascension at all because they were pointless.
Oh man. Well, I mean, you could say that about Breezango, and you could say that about everyone other than Alphas, really.
Well, but the problem
that's how they booked the tag team.
Where the Ascension were plugged in here, where it's like, oh well, you guys drew the short stick, so they're gonna go through. Alpha's gonna go through a whole bunch of beatdown from the Usos, while the refs are just there flailing their arms, and then they're gonna just pop back up and beat you guys. So, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know what's really funny about it is they gave the Ascension the win on SmackDown, and I knew they're like, oh, they're gonna put the Ascension. They're gonna think they're going to assume that we think the Ascension is a threat now. And sure enough, the last team after they get beat down is the Ascension. Oh, and the Ascension, they'll really clobber. No, they won't. Like, you've booked them so poorly for so long. I feel like the story coming into tonight was alphas versus everybody. You know, they said we'll take on everyone. They said it on Talking Smack to Daniel Bryan's face. Daniel Bryan should have said, "Oh, all right. Well, let me enter you at number one. If you want to go against everyone, let's go against everyone."
Yeah, that
And
you know what?
that would have been better. Like that would have been better, right?
Yeah, that's like that. You know, the whole one versus all thing that they were doing with Roman at the Rumble last
Except
year.
better, because you know it's not fucked up with Roman.
Right.
But yeah, like that's exactly what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, instead
And I feel like
a slot to Beauty, the Man Beast.
Yeah, and here's what bugs me too is they protected Beauty and the Man Beast. They gave him 2 victories. Fuck that. Who gives a shit about Heath Slater? Like,
not many.
No offense to Heath Slater. No offense to Rhino. They're both very talented. I'm not saying it in that direction. I'm saying they are a temporary tag team.
Mark City.
Yeah, exactly.
You can say whatever you want.
Exactly. That's exactly why we made this.
Fuck Heath Slater.
Yeah, well, no, I don't hate him. I just don't want him doing anything other than being a jobber. Really. Like I don't have any interest in seeing him run with a belt. I don't know if that's my fault or WWE's fault for making him a jobber for so long. I mean, sorry, that's just I don't really have any interest in seeing him. And Rhino, God, all right, Rhino. He's 72 years old doing a gore. And like it's not awful. It's just a thing. Like I've seen it before. Okay, shit. Why is he getting victories over Breezango? Jesus Christ. Fandango. Let's hold up. Let's pause the show here and let's all admire Fandango for gyrating his hips and dropping fucking fashion tickets on whatever poor fucking soul was on the mat. He needs to be WWE champion tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. He needs to go out, challenge Bray Wyatt to a dance-off and win the title that way. Like,
that's perfect.
Oh, it'd be so good. Like, he's so funny. I love him. And Tyler Breeze is great. Why are these guys not getting pushed better than they are? I don't know. Why are they losing to Heath Slater and Rhino? Who the fuck knows?
Why Heath Slater and Rhino got that big push in the beginning when the brand was starting?
Who gives a shit about either of them? They did it because they were doing that Heath storyline. It's already over. His storyline is already over. Any interest we had in him is already over. Except for the fucking Arizona people chanting Heath's got kids. Fuck off, Arizona. I guess it's okay. I just feel like what should have happened is you should have started with American Alpha versus a heel team. So the Vaudevillains, right? I would have done the Vaudevillains first. I would have had them beat the Vaudevillains pretty easily. I'd have brought in Beauty Man Beast after. I'd have made that a lot tougher, and then they finally get it over. And then I'd bring in the Ascension, and then I'd bring in Breezango. And then I would finally end it with the Usos, the guys that actually took out American Alpha once upon a time, you know? Mm-hmm. And then you've actually run the whole gambit. You ran it all, and then it's clearly what's next. And then you go, oh, the revival, because we know that's where this is heading. It's just, and I feel like, especially since they don't have another pay-per-view, why the fuck did we hold off on a revival debut? This was the place to do it. Well, but I guess it's because they don't care about pay-per-views.
Exactly. They like giving the shit away on free TV. You know?
It's infuriating. It's infuriating. They should have at least had a segment during the show where they go talk to Daniel Bryan afterwards, and he goes, "Don't worry, guys, I got your back. I'll make sure you have some competition soon." And then,
I thought that was.
They should have implied it. They should have done something.
I thought maybe they would have had the revival show up on Talking Smack after, at least, or something.
No, they wouldn't do it on Talking Smack. If they're not going to do it on the pay-per-view, they wouldn't do it on Talking Smack because no one watches Talking Smack.
That's not true. I watch Talking.
It doesn't get nearly as many views as you think it does, especially since they moved it after 205 Live.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is. I'm not lying.
Though it's much better when Daniel Bryan is the host and not Shane.
Well, Daniel's back, I think.
Yes, he is. thankfully.
Yeah, that was frustrating. I
Shane
just feel
makes
like there
it
was so
like
much wasted potential with that tag match.
yeah. Why are you
What'd you
talking
say,
about
Shane?
Talking Smack? Forget about that.
Yeah, I don't care about talking smack. I just thought there was a lot of wasted potential in the tag match. I thought all 3 women's matches tonight just weren't good enough. I liked Mickey and Becky, but I don't think it was good enough for the feud that they were having. I liked Natalya and Nikki, okay. I just didn't think it was good enough for what they've been doing.
Oh, but the
And
brawl.
when it comes with the fucking Bliss Naomi debacle,
Okay,
how
hold
the
on.
fuck do you give Naomi the title?
Wait,
How the fuck?
before we start with that, I do have to give credit to Natalia and Nikki because I did enjoy the. I'm looking at it right now because it's replaying. I didn't realize that the Bella mom and the brother were in the crowd in this show.
Yeah.
That's kind of dumb. But
I don't even like. Yeah, well, it's because they're on that reality show and shit.
yeah, but I have to say I like when these two brawl. It's just fun.
Yeah,
And I have
that's
to
true.
say, Natalia has stepped up her promo game in this feud.
Well, yeah, she went from being a mediocre promo to a decent one, but I don't think she's like doing great or anything here. That's just not her strength. She's not good on the microphone compared to other people, which is okay. Like that doesn't mean you can't be a great wrestler and do other things. It's just like tonight. I don't think her healing was very good tonight. I think she overdid it. It just didn't work for me.
She tends to generally overdo it.
Yeah, and it
But
comes off awkward.
I guess it doesn't
It just,
really bother me that much anymore.
yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. And for some reason, when she was in the STF by Nikki the second time, something about her face disturbed me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
She was expressionless. It was scary. I was like, "Are you choking? What's the matter?" If you see that, that was weird. It's when she's going to face the rope nearest the hard cam. Whew, that was weird. But again, like, I don't think that was good. That's your last pay-per-view for before WrestleMania, and you go over to a count out and you do a couple of brawls and stuff. Like, I don't think it's good enough.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe that means that this is going to be a
Dying
WrestleMania
down.
feud.
No, I think they're going to Miz, Maurice, Nikki, Cena.
Oh yeah. What do you think about that?
I feel like I'd rather see Cena do something else. Cena's really good. I feel like it's kind of a waste of his talent, but I don't want to say waste. Like, I just want to see him wrestling a singles match because he's really good. You know, he's either the first or second best wrestler in the world at the moment. I'd rather see him doing,
Something else.
singles.
Well,
wrestling.
the Taker match would have been great.
Taker match would have been great. Inter-brand feud would be great. Like, wrestling styles again would be great. I don't. Anything other than Orton? Yeah, we're good. He could wrestle Corbin. That'd be fun.
Yeah, Corbin and Cena have some decent chemistry.
Yeah, well, Cena has chemistry with everybody. He's just that good. He is, like, as much as we applaud and talk about AJ Styles, and let me be clear, AJ deserves every single praise he's showered with. Cena is not far off from him in terms of just wrestling and getting people to plateaus they've never been on. So, I think that's good. I don't know what else to say about this show because it really wasn't that great. It was
good.
What
did you think about Carmella and Ellsworth up on in the top, and they would interview them every now and then?
Did they even reach a point of why they were doing that? No. I don't know how to feel. I mean, it was just a thing that happened in the show.
Yeah,
I have no thoughts on it. It was just like, okay. It was weird. Okay, they've done weirder things. So
go ahead, rant about Naomi.
Naomi is a talentless fucking garbage performer, and Vince McMahon got a hard on for neon colors, and she's champion. Great.
Do you really think she's going to be champion at WrestleMania?
I fucking hope not. I mean, it makes no sense to me either, because they were doing this story with Mickie James and Alexa Bliss kind of forming a team. And to be a team, you gotta have to have the title. If you're heels, like, that's where that should be. Like, becoming a team and then immediately losing the title just doesn't look good. And I'm sorry, man, but like, the talent level of Alexa Bliss to Naomi is just, I mean, it's a fucking Grand Canyon. And like, my personal thoughts on Naomi aside, it's just a shame, because for me personally, I'm just not going to enjoy the women's title feuds on SmackDown for a while, for however many weeks she's champion. And I just didn't like the "you deserve it" chants either. Like, does anyone deserve anything? I mean, when you're chanting that to every person who wins a title, okay, fine. Let's play hot potato with the title. Let's get everyone a chant. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Let's make Heath Slater the WWE champion. Let him get his "you deserve it" chant. Then we'll give it to Tyler Breeze, and then we'll give it to who else is out there? We can bring back somebody who would be a good one. I don't know.
You know who's
Santino Marella. We'll bring him back, make him WWE champion. He'll get his "you deserve it" chant, and we'll send him back to retirement.
You know who's really going to get a "you deserve it" chance? Perfect 10.
Oh, well, he'll get a. I don't even know. I mean, yes, he will, but he's never winning the NXT championship, and he's not going to win anything significant on WWE for a long time either.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that? I do.
I don't know.
He's a less talented Tyler Breeze. Look where Tyler Breeze is at.
Well, the crowds are not chanting for Tyler Breeze at every count.
They were back when he was the guy on NXT that was doing stuff. Breeze is gorgeous. No, he's not. Prince Pretty, King of Qville. They chant all that shit.
Yeah, but now all they're chanting is 10. 10.
It's
10.
like the yes chant. It's just an easy thing to chant. It's not. I don't know how much of it is support for him and buying his merch and stuff. If it was significantly making WWE money, they would have put him in. They would have made him an NXT championship, or made him the NXT champion by now, or they brought him to the main roster and done something with him. They brought him into the Royal Rumble just because. All right, we get it. You like him. Shit, here he is. Oh, look, he fucking got eliminated immediately. There you go. There's your 10 chant.
I'm at the end of the Nikki and Natalya thing after the bell. I didn't catch the STS thing.
Yes, scroll it back. It's pretty close to the end.
I don't even have the remote on me.
Yeah, well.
I don't
have anything else to say about
this. No, but there was like Nikki did a spear to Natalya at the end. I thought that was actually really good.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen her do a spear before. It's okay.
Ellsworth. This was just funny.
Just a fucking idiot. I love it. I mean, like, part of me loves it. Part of me cringes. Part of me hates it. But, like, he's just a fucking idiot. It's great. It's awful. I don't know. It's something. I don't have anything else to say, man. Like, do you have anything else?
No.
We've been talking more than I thought we were going to talk. Well, this was fun once the technical difficulties got sorted out.
Yeah, it really was.
Fucking stupid.
So this is
Google Hangouts is a bitch, guys.
It is. Well, actually, it wasn't really Google Hangouts. It was more whatever the hell was going on with your computer.
No, it wasn't my computer. It was their settings. And why it wouldn't work in one browser and it would in another. I don't know why.
So we can
took a while.
Google Hangouts.
Anyway, digress. What were you going to ask me?
I don't think I was going to ask you anything.
Okay. Well, I don't know, man. I guess I'm looking forward to
yeah, well,
Monday Night Raw, I guess.
you know what
I guess.
How are we going to... Well, I mean, okay, so here's the deal. For everybody who ends up listening to this, we mainly the hiatus was because we've just been incredibly fucking busy, and you know, I didn't get a new job, but I'm doing things that, you know, in my job.
He's doing things. You don't need
more time.
You don't need a definition.
Things.
Get over it.
I'm prostituting myself.
Things.
So
yes. What? Oh my god.
We're
guys,
back.
pay
Dave.
this poor man.
We're back.
Pay this poor man so he doesn't have to do
that. We're back.
Yeah, well,
so,
I got my college degree. I'm working on finding a job, but yeah, it's been hectic and crazy and shit. I'm just glad to be talking about wrestling again. We'd love to hear what you thought about the show. If we need to tone it down or edit and not fucking ramble so much, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. We do appreciate that.
We really do. And you know, we're going to kind of branch this off from Smart City because certain people at Smart City are going to do certain things, and we decided we kind of want to do other certain things.
That's so ambiguous.
What, you gotta, you know? Oh, come on!
I can't wait to hear you give the birds and bees talk to somebody. Well, see, there's some things that go on in the bedroom, and there's some things happen, and certain things.
Here's a donut. Here's a hot dog.
Whatever. I don't like to have my hot dogs touching sugary, spherical things. Oh, whatever. This is.
Would you rather a hot dog be in a bun?
I would rather it not. Yeah, well, because I would rather whatever. It's whatever. I'm not getting into this. Oh Jesus. Well, I mean, like if you touch a hot dog with a donut, the donut's not going to taste as good. I would rather eat the donut. You know.
I would never.
Something different. You just
in this metaphor.
You would never eat a donut. Well, okay. Whatever.
Oh, well, unless
I'm talking literally about donuts and hot dogs. I'm like, I wouldn't want a hot dog touch a donut.
Well,
so I feel like it would make the donut taste worse, or psychologically make me think the donut tastes worse.
Unless
I like my donuts, so
a hot dog attached to it.
Okay.
Good night.